Thank you very much, John. It's a pleasure to have you all here today. This is a wonderful day marking the beginning of our semester. But before we get started, just a couple of things. Some of you may have picked up occasional flashes on the news that there's a hurricane coming our way. We have been aware of it all week and planning accordingly. So on a serious note, we have taken all the steps we believe are necessary to ensure your safety over the next 24 and 48 hours. It will be necessary for you to pay attention to downloads coming on your iPhones or your cell phones or your computers, so that we are up to date with you in terms of what may be developing. We believe now that the hurricane will be passing, the eye of the hurricane will be passing well to the west of us, but we expect to see a certain amount of flooding, not on the campus, but in the immediate area. High winds, we're not so certain about. But the point is, we are doing everything we can to ensure your safety. You needn't be concerned. We have lots of backup plans in place. We just ask that you follow the instructions that we're giving, especially over the next 24 and 48 hours. Parents, thanks so much. Those of you that stayed, it's an important part of getting started at this university that we do this convocation. Convocation is the formal beginning of your academic career at this university. And commencement is the formal ending. And that's 4 years from now in 2015. This is, therefore, one of two times during the course of your studies here where you will see your faculty here today in their academic regalia. And this is an important part of what we're talking about, because the significance of the academic regalia is multifold. It represents, this whole event represents a formal induction of you into our community of scholars. This is not grade 13. This is a transformational experience that you will undertake over the next 4 years. And you will be dramatically changed, and we hope dramatically improved for the process. So the regalia originally began as robes that faculty were obliged to wear in the unheated stone buildings of medieval Europe. That's no longer the case. We have, even at Roger Williams, we've installed heat in the buildings, and so now we only wear them on ceremonial occasions. But the symbolic value of the regalia is very, very high indeed. It represents several things. It represents the work that the faculty have done to achieve advanced degrees from outstanding universities all around the world. It represents the commitment that they made over many years of very intense intellectual challenge to obtain those degrees. But more than that, the regalia represents the commitment that the faculty make to their disciplines and to you, their students. So what happens as a consequence is that as excited and interested as the faculty are in their disciplines, it's even more exciting and interesting for them to impart their knowledge to you, their students. And in that sense, you are being welcomed into a community of scholars. And this whole tradition represents some of the most lasting and enduring traditions in Western civilization. Now, it's not just the faculty. You'll also find that our staff are utterly committed to your success here. This is an opportunity for you to have an outstanding education. We can't do it for you, but we will certainly do it with you. So, universities are places that emphasize the discovery and the analysis and especially the transmission of knowledge. It's a very important part of what society is all about. It's so important that the oldest universities have been in continuous existence for more than 1,000 years. Universities are very special places, and Roger Williams is a very special place. This is an institution that is committed to your academic success. It is an opportunity for you to do your very best and experience significant intellectual growth. But one of the things that I want to caution you about is, please do not assume that all that's necessary and all that we are about is the process by which you accumulate enough credits to get a diploma. If that's all that happens to you over the next 4 years, your opportunities have been to some degree squandered, because it is so much more than that. A community of scholars is a place where, yes, we teach you, but we also learn from you. And you learn from each other. And you learn outside of the classroom, in the late night sessions that take place in the residence halls and in the cafeteria. It is as I said at the outset, a transformational experience. And what we hope will happen, and what has happened in the past and we are confident will happen again with you, is that this experience will stimulate your intellectual curiosity to the point that you will become a lifelong learner. And you'll begin to appreciate more fully than ever before the complexity of our world and all of the component parts therein. So as you get started, as you begin this first step toward commencement 4 years from now, I want to wish you the very best, and I urge that you take every opportunity to use all the resources this university has, take full advantage of them, maximize your time here, such that you'll be able to look back and say, I never wasted a day, and I got the best possible education I could imagine here at Roger Williams University. Thanks so much for being here today.